Hey everybody, this week we're talking about a bunch of movies, but first we start with movie news.
And then the first movie is The Strangers Chapter 2.
Next is Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie.
And lastly, it's One Battle After Another.
For the second half, we focus all in on Leo.
And then of course we have to finish it off with Did We Know?
A pinch on my left, pinch on my right. Grab Pandy's hand and hold on tight.
Hello everyone.
Hey everybody.
Welcome to another episode of the A-List Admission. Is this number 40 or are we 39?
Actually, this is the first time I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think we're on 39.
This is 39 because I remember doing the captions for 38.
I think we're 39.
Prior to this, it's a bit of a laugh fest because us trying to get through the intro to the episode was pretty bad because of Gabby's Dollhouse.
Honestly, so yeah, we talked about 3 different movies this week. It's gonna be The Strangers Chapter 2, Gabby's Dollhouse the movie, and a battle, one battle after another. That's it. But yeah, when we talked about Gabby's Dollhouse, for whatever reason, I couldn't even get the title out, and then we just started bursting.
Yeah, but you got the intro quote out way better than I thought you would.
Which I hope I got my left and rights.
Honestly,
right?
Who cares?
But anyway, welcome everybody. New week, new movies,
new news. Or no news, because we don't have much personal news this week.
Yeah, actually, you want to go into the personal news?
The only thing that really stood out was I'm not feeling so great. I pulled a back muscle at the gym, and I definitely know it's from the gym now, because I was thinking about what I did differently. So it hurts a lot to sit down, especially in, when I'm trying to be comfortable like I am now. It hurts a lot. So I'm going to try my best to
get through this.
Get through it.
If this episode does end up being a bit on the shorter side, that's probably why. We are gonna not rush through everything.
No.
But still kind of make it a little bit more concise, just to save Cheyenne's back a little. But yeah, welcome everybody.
Yeah.
I'll do this off the top this time instead of at the bottom. But if you want to follow us on any social media, please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram,
Letterboxd, Threads, X,
you name it.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Wherever you get your podcasts, you can listen to, even on YouTube, where you can watch us, and on Spotify. Please rate us 5 stars or whatever stars you think we...
Like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell.
Cheyenne even cut me off of what I was going to say.
You're welcome.
And then finally, just share it with everybody. Everybody that views this really matters the world to us. We're really trying to get this off the ground still, and it's a year-long battle, but
hey, word of mouth is free. Sharing and liking and all that is free. It's nice to hear people in our personal lives too be like, oh, what movies did you see this week? Or hey, I want to see this movie. What do you think? They don't even ask anymore, did you see it? They just want to know what we thought because they know we'll see it.
Right. And then the other thing is too for us is that we're constantly trying new ways to attract people, and yeah, man, any way that you can help spread the word, even if it's something as simple as hey, check out these guys' Letterboxd, or hey, these guys like this movie, check it out, right?
Yeah, we love Letterboxd. I'm obsessed with Letterboxd actually, because I love keeping a log of all the movies we've seen every month, which will next week, I think when they watch it next week. Not this coming week, the following one. You'll see our best and worst of September, which is I think going to be pretty easy.
Yeah, but we also watched a lot of movies in September.
At least I want to say about 10.
But it also didn't help that we were on vacation when a lot of August movies came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, now we're back to our normally scheduled programming with our movie news.
Okay, and our first movie news, I was very excited about this. I actually meant to share this in last week's episode, and I completely forgot I had it saved. But Keanu Reeves is returning as John Wick in John Wick Chapter 5. Woo. This comes as no surprise that I'm assuming John Wick did not die in John Wick 4. If you haven't seen it, too bad. You got a spoiler.
Dude. Spoil at least a little bit of a spoiler.
No, I unintentionally. It's assumed that he dies, quote unquote, in John Wick 4, but there's nothing to say he did or didn't. But And the fact that he's coming back for chapter 5, I don't know if this will be a flashback movie or if this will actually be a 5th, but it will be the final movie because of how bad Ballerina did at the box office. This news I also found from Small Screen Co. on Instagram, but there was multiple reviewers online and articles and stuff that broke this news as well. So yeah, Keanu Reeves and Chad Stahelski?
Yeah, he's the one that's done all the
oh,
writing
okay.
and the
He'll
filming.
return for the 5th movie as well, so that's kind of cool.
Cool. Before we go into our next movie news, I want to talk about Ballerina a little quick.
Yeah.
I kind of understand why Ballerina did so poorly. It just wasn't.
Yeah, but that's no reason to stop the franchise for John Wick.
Yeah, but if the thing is, right, is that you can't keep going with John Wick anymore because he's already done. Now this is gonna be his 5th movie, and I can probably Keanu Reeves probably is okay with moving on from that character, but also because what more could you write for that character?
No, I know.
Right?
But I am very, very excited for a 5th one, regardless.
So am I.
Yeah.
Cool. So the next one is that Christopher Nolan has been elected president of the Directors Guild of America. We got this from Screen Thrill. But yeah, like I didn't never heard of
I still don't really
directors.
know what it is. I'm assuming it's like SAG, but for directors.
I guess so.
Because that's Screen Actors Guild. This would be the Directors Guild, right?
Sure.
So, yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. He's one of the more prominent directors out there, apart from Steven Spielberg, who I think
he may have done this.
Maybe. Who knows? I think Christopher Nolan also, you can tell, has a love for directing, and so I'm really okay with him being the president, knowing very well that he's in good hands. He's a director's director, so I think it's a good sign that they've elected someone, one, that everyone knows, 2, that is done really well, and 3, that is really passionate at the art of directing and of cinema.
And also, he's so well known in the actor circles. I mean, the fact is, his casts of any movie have all A-list cast. Well, especially Odyssey coming out.
Well, I'll do a quick little anecdote of Christopher Nolan, like the actors bit of it. Before Oppenheimer came out, Matt Damon said he was going to take a break from acting, just take a break, and he wasn't going to take any offers, nothing. He told his wife the only exception to that rule was that if Christopher Nolan called. And sure enough, Christopher Nolan called for Oppenheimer, and he goes, well, I guess I'm breaking this break now.
Wow. That's another thing. Actually, that ties into the next movie news. I'll wait for a bit.
Sure, but I was going to say was, it goes to show you, though, that how much even actors revere working with him to the point where they will break promises to make sure that they get into a film.
And I'm very excited for Odyssey anyway. He's made me want to read it now, and I still have the e-book, but I would like kind of to get the physical copy, but
I hope we can make it into like an opening day screening, considering most of the 70 millimeter
currently sold out. Actually, I have another piece of personal news.
Go for it. Might as well shoehorn it in right now.
Throw it in now, you think?
Go for it.
Okay, we got tickets to Ed Sheeran's concert.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I'm a massive, massive Ed Sheeran fan. Ricky is, I think, a fan by proxy as well.
I like his
But he does
a
like
lot.
him, and I've mentioned the Mathematics Tour tattoo I have for him. Just a huge fan. Anyway, we saw him once for his Mathematics Tour, and we were in the nosebleed section. I always told Ricky, we both loved the concert. It was a beautiful, amazing
It was a really
concert.
good concert.
I always said to him, if he ever comes back to the GTA, which I figured he would, I'm getting the best seats that I can possibly get within reason, price-wise. Long story short, I signed up for the pre-sale. I got tickets on the floor section on my birthday. He decided to come visit the GTA on my birthday next year, and I got floor seats. I think we are either 13 or 15-ish rows from the front stage, and I got a really good price on it. Was not expecting to be that price. It was on the highest end, but it was not as expensive as I thought, or Ricky thought, actually.
No,
but I'm
well
very,
done.
very, very excited. That was one other piece of movie news. When you said sold out, I thought of, the pre-sale. And I was like, sorry.
No, it's all good. All right.
But to tie into acting break of Matt Damon, Rick Moranis is officially ending his acting retirement for Spaceballs 2. Once again, this is through Screen Thrill on Instagram, but he is officially back after nearly 3 decades not acting. He's reprising his iconic role as Dark Helmet in Spaceballs 2, which is actually now filming and is set for a theatrical release in 2027. And I'm very excited. I love Rick Moranis. So,
yeah, I honestly, any comedy he's
or Honey,
been
I
in,
Shrunk.
that was literally the
series.
first thing I thought of was Honey, I Shrunk the
Or
Kids.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Spaceballs also being that, or Ghostbusters, you name it. Anything he's in is
literally
amazing.
I'm very excited. I'm like, good for him for, you know what? If he takes the break, he takes the break. Is Mel Brooks still alive?
He's in it.
I was gonna ask if he was in it. I just couldn't remember if he was still alive.
From what I've heard before, is they people who were involved with the first one said they would not do another one without Mel Brooks penning it and doing it. So Mel Brooks is going to be in the next one as well. But again, Rick Moranis coming back from retirement is amazing. Mind you, the reason why he went on retirement is also very admirable. So I respect his decision of going into retirement, and then I'm very excited for him coming out of it.
But wasn't he a voice in Brother Bear?
Yeah.
So that wasn't 30 years
acting
ago.
role though, like apart from voice acting.
I guess so.
Voice acting is easy too because
to an extent.
When I say easy, I don't mean like it's easy to do. I mean like it's an easier commitment than it is to physically act. Yeah. So
I mean, but yeah, I'm really happy for him.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited. Cool. All right, so we're gonna go into our movie reviews.
It's only fair that you started off because we have 3 movies that we saw.
Okay, cool. So like we said earlier, the 3 movies are The Strangers Chapter 2,
and then Gabby's Dollhouse the movie,
and One Battle After Another.
Yeah, but it evens out because I did 2 of the 3 movie reviews, or the movie news. You can do 2 of the 3 of these.
Perfect. Okay, so the first one we'll start with is The Strangers, Chapter 2. The director is Rennie Harlan. The runtime is approximately 96 minutes. The rating is R for bloody violence and language. And the main cast / key cast members is Madeline Petch, Gabriel Basso, Emma Horvath, and Freud Gutierrez. So, normally we do a spoiler-free synopsis. So this is going to be spoiler-free for the second chapter of The Strangers. But if you haven't seen Chapter 1, this will spoil Chapter 1.
Yeah. Which
kind of clears the air that like when we review Chapter 2 of The Strangers, it will spoil Chapter 1 of The Strangers. So, but anyway, back to the spoiler-free synopsis for Chapter 2. Maya, having survived the terror of Chapter 1, wakes up in a hospital only to realize her ordeal isn't over. The masked killers, Dollface, Pinup Girl, and Scarecrow, return, discovering that Maya is still alive. With no safe haven, she must evade them across an entire town, contending with psychological trauma, desperate escapes, and the horrifying possibility that help may be nowhere. Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, so what did you think about this movie?
I was very disappointed, and there was a lot of inconsistencies to me that I didn't like. One main thing, very minor for the overall thing.
Minor for me, more major for Cheyenne.
She has this gold nail polish that she wears in the movie.
Oh, that's not that minor.
Not once does it chip. And she goes through the ringer. Like, she's put through everything. All the elements, everything. And not once does her nail polish chip. I'm like, well, first off, I want the brand. But second, that makes no sense. And also, yes, this is probably the one you're thinking of. There's one scene, very, very heavy rain scene, and she's soaking wet in the rain. She walks into a stable, and all of a sudden, she's like damp. Not rain, not wringing wet, nothing. It just really irked me. I'm like, there's a couple things like that.
So for me, the reason why that doesn't bother me as much is because it's probably not as easy to act in drenched, wet clothing.
No, but it would be accurate to what happened.
Right, but I didn't think it was that off. I thought it was. I think the nail polish thing. I actually completely agree with. Her nails are like perfect. She doesn't have like long nails,
and it's not that great of a movie.
Oh, the movie itself,
and the fact they're making a third one.
Okay. So one new piece of news that I found out today was that they filmed Chapter 1, 2, and 3 all at the same time. So these movies were all going to release no matter what.
Oh,
right. But that being said, Chapter 2 sucked. Like, I think chapter 1 already, me and Cheyenne were not huge fans of, and I will spoil chapter 1 kind of like we did it with this already. Chapter 1, like, the big emphasis was that Madeline and her boyfriend Ryan, I'm pretty sure it was Ryan.
Yeah.
The character's name is Ryan.
Maybe.
So Maya and Ryan, Ryan gets murdered, then Madeline escapes these 3 people that are trying to kill them.
Or Maya, yeah.
Did I say Madeline?
You're interchanging.
My
it.
bad. They're both start with an M, so it's interchangeable. Mind you, so that movie itself, none of us, or both me and Cheyenne, did not think it was that scary. Wasn't that thrilling.
I don't go in for these movies thinking they'll be scary because nothing scares me for scary movies.
My hope is that they'd be scary. They're usually not anymore, but there wasn't really that thrilling. It was kind of not like, I wasn't really scared for the main character. I had a good feeling the main character was going to live.
She just runs everywhere.
Yeah, it just didn't.
Sit down.
She can't. She'll die.
I know.
So I don't know. The first movie, I was very much like, okay, like she's probably gonna live, and then that's what happens. So she ends up living. So this movie, I was kind of like, oh, maybe this will be like a nice wrap up, because I also didn't know how many chapters they had filmed before watching this movie, but also like I wanted some more progress in the story anyway, and I still feel like after the end of this, nothing has changed.
Yeah,
it feels the same, and it feels like we're still like chapter 3 is it. This movie feels like a pit stop in between chapters 1 and 3.
Maybe, yeah.
Like it feels like it should only have been 2 chapters.
Yeah,
but they stretched it to 3. Is what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? You can anything else you want to add?
No,
it's not that great, guys. The acting is good. I'll give it. I like the acting.
Where's she from again?
Riverdale.
I was in my head. I'm like, I think it's Riverdale. But yeah, what do you give it out of 10 though? Because mine's low. Mine's like a 2.5.
I was thinking of 3. So
okay,
we're in the
I'm
same
gonna go with
range.
2.5.
That's fine. Yeah, the acting is really good. I think she does a great job. I think she's like in Riverdale. I also really liked her. So
is she Veronica?
No, she's. I don't remember
Not
her name.
Betty.
No. No, she's not yours.
We never finished Riverdale. Just a side disclaimer.
Well, Riverdale got really weird.
It also got really weird and really long. Like it ended up going way longer than I thought it would. But
anyway, doesn't matter who she plays in Riverdale. I'll put it up on the screen anyway for people who are interested. But
anyway, 2.5 for me.
Yeah, and I 3.
3?
3.
Okay. So next one we saw, which was part of a double feature. So we saw Strangers, and then right after saw Gabby's Dollhouse,
which are very
polar opposites,
yeah.
especially with the rating. The director is Ryan Craigo. Has a runtime of 98 minutes. It is rated G, suitable for general audiences, especially young children.
I hope so.
Main cast include Layla Lockhart Craner, Gloria Estefan, Kristen Wiig, Jason Mantzoukas, Thomas Lennon, Ego Nwodim, Kyle Mooney, Melissa Villaseñor, and Fortune Feimster. And the spoiler-free synopsis is that Gabby goes on a road trip with her grandma Gigi to the colorful cat-themed city of Cat Francisco. Along the way, Gabby's prized dollhouse accidentally ends up in the hands of Vera, an eccentric cat collector. To rescue the dollhouse and reunite the Gabby cats, Gabby must shrink down, enter the real world, face various whimsical challenges, help Vera reconnect with her playful side, and save the magic before the dollhouse's enchantment fades. I actually thought this was really cute.
Yeah, this was actually a decent movie.
It was very funny. Like some of those Gabby cats and like, was it
Pandy?
No, Blind Box, something
No.
Box.
Baby
Box, something like that. Was really funny. But yeah, some of them had the sly, like fun humor that adults could resonate with too.
It had like a tinge of like a modern Dora. Kind of. Like it's not Dora by like exactly by any means, but like a lot of talking to the camera, a lot of getting you to sing and dance, a lot of trying to get the audience to engage. And I as a kids movie / show, I kind of liked it. I thought it feels more interactive.
Yeah.
Like, especially for trying to get kids to be more active.
Yeah.
So I should preface this. Me and Cheyenne went to go see this, and we were the only 2 in the theater.
Yeah.
We also saw this on a Thursday night at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So no kids were going because, it's a school night. But, man, I can imagine if we went in with a theater full of kids, just how loud that theater would have been. it was like even the kids that we saw go into the theater before us, screaming, yelling, they were like super excited.
Yeah.
Like, the movie is very fun, very colorful, very vibrant, very
kid focused.
But like it's kind of all I expected out of a kids movie. And like you said, like there was still some adult jokes that we enjoyed.
Yeah,
like,
but it definitely it wasn't the best animated movie probably that we've seen this year by any means. But it was a higher rating for me than Strangers. Oh,
quite a bit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna rate it a 5.
Oh, I'm gonna rate it a 4.
Yeah, like I say it's fun and it's enjoyable, but like at the end of the day, it's not gonna be a movie that I'm gonna ever rewatch probably.
No,
and it's very meh. Like it's not bad by any means, but like to the general theater experience, to the standard movie experience that we've seen other movies too, it's just gonna be middle of the road. All right, so the last movie we watched, which we watched on Friday,
which is when we're filming right now, actually,
today, yes, is One Battle After Another. Director was Paul Thomas Anderson. The runtime was 162 minutes, which translates to 2 hours and 42 minutes. The rating was R for language, drug use, sexual content, and violence. And your key cast is Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall, Teyana Taylor, and Chase Infinity. All right, and your spoiler-free synopsis is Bob Ferguson, a former revolutionary, now living off the grid, has tried to leave behind his past. But when his old nemesis, Colonel Stephen J. Lockjaw, resurfaces and Bob's daughter Willa goes missing, he is forced back into action. A group of ex-comrades must reunite, confront their legacy, and fight through corruption, danger, and ideological conflicts to save what matters most.
Okay, what did you think?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was really good.
I will say I was very surprised that it didn't actually feel like 2 hours and 42 minutes. It felt shorter, which I liked.
So it didn't feel like 2 hours and 42 minutes, but to me it did feel long. Like
it felt over 2 hours, but maybe 15 minutes less. Like
it still felt
it
long.
felt long, but I wasn't bored.
I think that's the big thing, right? Is
At the beginning the build-up was a little but I thought overall it was decent.
So there's a lot of lead up to this movie because it just needs to fill in that space. Like you need the background of all the characters and all the political stuff, and there's a lot to this movie. It's quite
really
heavy,
is a lot,
right? But all of it is kind of interesting. This movie is fun. It's kind of engaging. Obviously different than Gabby's Dollhouse, but it's engaging. And one of the things I told Cheyenne as soon as we left the theater, the music is really, really good in this. I think
it's not made for the movie by any means. No, it's just some classic songs that we like or have heard, and we're like, oh, I forgot about that song.
But I think it supplements the movie so well.
Especially there's a couple songs, I'm not going to say it obviously, but you would know which ones I'm talking about. But there's some that are just so random. And I actually really like how it fits so well into it.
But yeah, that's the thing, right? Music can transform a movie completely. The first example I have of that is Guardians of the Galaxy. But this movie uses music very well, and it really heightens the movie up another level for me.
Yeah, and love Benicio del Toro in this. He is so laid back guy, but knows his shit kind of actor in it that I really appreciated.
I completely agree with you. I think Benicio del Toro was a sneaky, amazing actor.
Sneaky lax guy.
No, what I mean by sneaky, I mean so I'm not saying that Benicio del Toro is bad by any means. There's a couple characters that he's played in the past I'm not a huge fan of, but this movie I was kind of expecting Chase Infinity, who plays Willa, to do well because she was going to be a main character, and Leo to do well because he was going to be a main character. Benicio I thought was going to be very much a side character, which he does play, but he plays it so well that it feels like he's a main character throughout the entire movie.
Fair.
And I wanted to consistently see more of him.
Yeah.
I think he really did almost take away the limelight from Leo in some scenes, but he did such a good job.
I think this movie reminds me actually a lot of Hell or High Water, which is why I probably like it as much as I do.
I kind of agree with you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ragtag kind of
like this weird build up, also in like the desert and stuff. Kind of reminds me of it too.
Some of it, yeah. But yeah, I think Leo does a phenomenal job at kind of like this weird-ish kind of character. Chase Infinity does a great job as Willa. I think her character I really, really, really did enjoy.
Really?
Yeah, because there were so many levels to her character as the movie progressed. And then Sean Penn, the character is such a weirdo, but
Very
he does
odd.
that. He like one of the first things I told Cheyenne was his walk not Sean Penn's normal walk, but like the character's walk. You can tell is intentional, and it's already off-putting, and so it makes you have this weird unease about the character already.
It's like he's limping with a stiff leg.
Yeah, like it's Sean Penn doing fucking great acting.
He's a fantastic actor.
But like to even adjust the way he walks to fit the character is brilliant. I don't know if that's a Sean Penn decision or if it's a Paul Thomas Anderson decision, but whoever made the decision was such a good move because it was so intentional.
And some of the cinematography I really liked as well. Sorry. Especially scene with a car is all I'm going to say near the end.
Yeah.
Just the way it's filmed is really well done.
But even like the landscape also of the movie was brilliant. Like the setting, like the scene that Cheyenne's talking about. Obviously, I'm not going to mention it, but like that scene, like the way that the landscape looks to supplement that is perfect. But then even like the change of city to desert to like there was so much change that it made the world feel so real and alive.
Yeah,
that it was so well done. And then on top of that, the political aspect of this movie felt so real to today. Yeah. So what would you rate this movie?
6.5.
Okay. So I'm at a 7. So
we're at 0.5 different. I originally actually was going to give it a 5.5, but the more I thought about it and how it correlates to Hell or High Water, I upped it.
Fair enough. I think for me, I don't know why my brain did not want to go to half points.
That's okay.
But yeah, no, 7. I think this movie was really good. It's also very much worth noting as one of Leo's greatest movies, which ties into our second half very, very well.
I guess it's one of his best. I don't know if it's one of his greatest movies.
I really liked it. I don't know if it's not probably not his best movie, but
okay, yeah. So with our second half, we are just kind of diving into Live, Laugh, Loving Leo. So I pulled up 3 of Leo's best movies. We've seen all 3 of these. We are obsessed with all 3 of these. I am very partial to the first one because my mom and I watched the Oscars where he won his very first Best Actor Oscar for this movie, which was so well deserving. And we are not, full disclosure / disclaimer, we are not including Titanic. Because if you do not know us by now, we have not seen Titanic, and we still haven't. And it's been 9 months since this podcast started, and we have not watched it.
But I will say, like, we're not going to take away from that being his most iconic role.
100%. That's what kind of, I think, blew him up to what he was, other than, like, What's Eating Gilbert Grape as well.
That was the other one I was going to mention.
Also haven't seen it.
We also haven't seen it.
You haven't either?
No.
Dude, okay.
Anyway, the point being is that these are 3 movies of recent note that we should say.
Within the last 15 years.
Yeah, that really cements Leo as a pinnacle actor.
Yep.
Even though it kind of goes to his head from what it looks like on the social side of things.
Oh, well, I'll go with the first one. Because the second one I know you would love to talk about. The first one I'll love to talk about. And the third one, meh.
We can both talk about the third one.
So the first one I'm mentioning is The Revenant, which was from 2015. He played Hugh Glass, who was a frontiersman betrayed and left for dead in the wilderness. It stands out as one of his best movies because of his sheer physical and emotional commitment. It is really staggering because you have to think he did freezing temperatures. He did some grueling outdoor shoots. And that bear attack scene, if you have not seen that movie, okay, it's very visceral to watch a lot of the movie. But that bear attack scene is raw and gritty, and it's truly about survival in this movie.
It does feel very, very real, that bear scene.
It's about like resilience, it's about revenge, and definitely his like will to survive, or like humans' will to endure, I would say. It's an excellent movie. I highly recommend it. And like I said, he won his first Oscar for that. And my mom and I were ecstatic when he won. We like stood up in our house and like clapped. So happy for him. Anyway, as I said, though, it is very visceral to watch him. You feel every bite of like the cold air. You feel every despairing moment. You feel every scrape, every attack he goes through. It's intense and brutal, but it is a very unforgettable movie. Like I said, that bear attack scene is something that's ingrained in my brain, and I highly, highly recommend it. I think it is one of his best for a reason.
Oh, yeah, I completely agree. I mean, it also doesn't help that he had an amazing supporting cast in this and in the next one we're going to mention, in Tom Hardy.
Oh, right, yeah.
But, like, I mean, Leo in this, you can tell, put everything he could possibly put into this. And I think he deserves that Oscar for this movie, for
and
sure.
It is ironic, though, too, because doesn't he have a son in this movie?
I think so.
Yeah, he plays a dad really well for having no kids.
I guess so. The next movie, he's not a dad.
But in One Battle After Another, he is.
Yeah. And then the last movie that we're mentioning, he's also not. But anyway.
Yeah, he is, but...
So the next movie we're going to mention is my favorite movie, which is Inception. Came out in 2010. The role he plays is Dom Cobb, a thief who infiltrates dreams to steal secrets and navigate subconscious landscapes. The reason why I think, or we both think, that it stands out as one of his best roles is that it combines a blockbuster spectacle with deep psychological layers. Leo anchors the story with emotional weight, giving Cobb a complex mix of guilt, love, and obsession. The dream within a dream structure also keeps viewers constantly engaged, and it's, I think, the reason why this movie has such a rewatchable plot, right? Like, I think one of the big things that people love about Inception is the fact that, oh, the first time you watch it, you need to rewatch it again. Which is why, for me personally, I fell in love with that movie. It was the first movie that I had to go, wait, I need to rewatch this right away.
Yeah.
And of course, when we talk about endings and like twist endings or ambiguous endings, that spinning top ending is so perfect. It sparks passionate debates still, even though true fans of the movie now know the true ending of it, but like it's still really cool to speculate of it.
Why don't you say what the true ending is? Again, we have mentioned this in the past, but it's not a spoiler because the movie's already out 15 years ago.
Fair enough. So fans of Michael Caine will know that he was once asked how he could tell if his scenes were real or not, and he explained that Christopher Nolan told him, any scene that Michael Caine is in, it's real life. And at the very end of the movie, with the spinning top ending, Michael Caine's in it. So that's how you know that is a true ending.
Did Christopher Nolan like talk about that at all?
I don't know.
Okay.
Michael Caine says it.
Yeah.
And the dude's knighted, so I have to trust him.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he also does a great job in it. So again,
Absolutely.
like you said, though, brilliant casting. And again, Christopher Nolan with the amazing cast. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Elliot Page, like so many good. Tom Hardy, like you said.
Tom Hardy. Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
The list truly goes on. That movie to me is the movie that sparked my love for movies, truly.
And the Asian guy.
Oh, I don't know his name.
I don't know his name either, and I'm sorry, I don't remember.
I know his character's name in the movie is Sato, but...
Yeah, Sato. Is it?
Sato. You're right. But the movie, I think, has one of the best casts to reinforce the film. I think it's such a good movie for me. And, like, people that say it's a basic guy film, I think is really diminishing.
They have a screw loose. I love it.
It diminishes the joy of that movie so much.
Yeah.
And like I also understand that Interstellar is Christopher Nolan, another favorite for Christopher Nolan. I think I think Inception is so realistic in the imaginative sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Okay, last and final is a very out of left field one, I think, for Leonardo DiCaprio to an extent.
I think it's relevant to like modern Leo.
Yeah, but it also shows his various acting. This is based on a true story, but is The Wolf of Wall Street from 2013. He plays Jordan Belfort, who is the flamboyant, morally reckless stockbroker. And I actually did start reading this book. I can't remember if I finished it or not. It is not written well. It is written by Jordan Belfort, the OG original guy. He can't write, and if he used a ghostwriter, he needs to be fired. It's not written well, and it's just kind of stupid because he's known to be a liar for a lot of stuff. So it's just written as if like can't really trust anything.
Right.
I'm going off. Sorry. It stands out because it is 3 hours aside, which he likes to do long movies. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes, he does.
But it is 3 hours of total chaos, excess, and humor. He fully commits to every wild, outrageous moment, from some dark humor to some like manic energy that he gives off. It definitely shows his incredible range. This is one of many movies that shows that off. It is very entertaining. It is one of the top movies. It used to be the top movie with the most F words in it.
Yep.
I don't know if it still holds that title. I probably does. But I don't know. Regardless, it has a sharp critique of greed and, again, excess. So he dominates every scene, whether he's selling the stocks in it, he's partying out of control with Margot Robbie as his wife, or he's delivering some pitch-perfect comedic timing. It is just brilliant to watch. It's exhausting in the best way possible, and it really is impossible to look away. Jonah Hill also does a great job in this. Yep. There's a couple other well-known people in this movie.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, but I loved this movie. I really, really liked it. I didn't know you at the time, so I actually saw this by myself in theaters.
I saw it with my dad, which was...
Yeah, my parents were not gonna enjoy this movie, aside from they don't really like swearing in movies.
Oh, my dad didn't really enjoy it either, but...
I loved it. I loved it. I just like weird movies and fucked up movies, so this was right up my alley too. I really enjoyed this one.
I really like Leo in this. This is also the movie, like Cheyenne kind of mentioned, that shot Margot Robbie into stardom. That being said, for me, this is not my favorite movie.
No, of his? No,
of Leo's, but also to me, like this movie is just, I think it's just too nuts and wild for me.
I like that about it.
That's just my personal preference.
That's how my brain is, though. I think because of the very ADHD vibe, it's just cacophony of stuff that I'm watching, and I'm like, oh, it all kind of makes sense because it's all. But he's known to be a huge liar, Jordan Belfort,
and I think maybe that's why. I think it's that knowing who Jordan Belfort is.
Yeah, I don't like you. Movie. It's someone you don't want to support,
right? But like, I'll support Leo any day. I think this movie is a really, really good example of it. But like, I can make an argument that based on how much he put into this movie, he should have won an Oscar for this movie as well.
100%. He should have won an Oscar years before, but he was
probably
blacklisted.
For Titanic.
He was blacklisted from the Academy for years. I still don't know why.
Okay, so but
that sums up like his top 3 movies. There's so many more.
We'll go into our Did You Know, and then I'll mention a couple movies even off the top of my head that we could have mentioned for this.
Well, there's a couple movies in our Did We Know that we hadn't seen that he was known in as well.
Okay, but did we know? Let's go into it. All Leo, all the time.
Top 5.
Cool. So, want to start?
You can start, sure.
Cool. Okay, so our first one is Leo was just 19 when he starred in Romeo and Juliet in 1996, and he had already built a reputation as a serious actor with What's Eating Gilbert Grape. He was nominated for an Oscar at just 19 for that earlier role. Did we know?
No.
I didn't know he was nominated for an Oscar.
I didn't know he was 19.
Yeah, I also didn't know he was 19. But I did know he was in Romeo and Juliet and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, with Claire Danes.
Yeah.
She's Juliet. Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know who it was. I saw this when I was younger. So
you saw that movie? Because I didn't see that movie either.
It's a modern retelling.
I know what it is.
It's interesting.
I've seen bits of it.
Regardless, I did not know the Oscar and at the age of 19.
I didn't know any of that at all.
Go for it.
Okay. Number 2, he's not just an actor, he is a passionate environmentalist. He started the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation in 1998 to focus on climate change, wildlife conservation, and ocean preservation. Did we know?
Yes.
I didn't know he started a foundation, but I did know he was a huge environmentalist, especially with climate change.
The only one I didn't know was the year it started, but I did know all of this. I follow. If you follow Leonardo DiCaprio on Instagram, not that this is a plug for him, but the only thing he tends to post on that Instagram is his conservation efforts and his environmentalist efforts.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so the third one is, despite his fame, Leo turned down multiple major roles that didn't feel right, including Spider-Man and Anakin Skywalker, showing he's very selective and intentional about his career choices. Did we know?
No.
So I actually have another fun fact that ties off this that I do know. Because I did know.
Did you know this part?
I did know that he said no to Spider-Man specifically, and Anakin is the one I didn't know.
Okay, anyway.
But Spider-Man one. So he said no to Spider-Man, and the director asked him, okay, well, do you have any suggestions?
I knew this. Okay, I did know this.
And if you don't know, Leo and
Tobey Maguire
have been longtime friends. And so he suggested Tobey Maguire, and that's how he got the role.
That's awesome.
100%. Yeah, so I did know about Spider-Man. I did not know about Anakin. I'm really happy.
But mind you, I can't say, he would have been not that great in either of those roles because I haven't seen him in those roles. But I think who they casted in the future for Anakin and all the Spider-Man, I think they did a great choice. So
I think they did a really good job with Hayden Christensen in particular as Anakin, as like younger Anakin. Solely because I think Leo was too much of an established actor.
Sure.
Than Hayden would have been.
Yeah.
I think it was just perfect the way it ended up being.
No, I thought it was great.
Yep.
Leo auditioned for Titanic while recovering from a car accident. He wasn't even sure he could do the physically demanding role at the time. Did we know? No, I did not know that. Good for him.
Damn. I wonder how bad the car accident was.
Because he wasn't. If he wasn't sure he could do the physical or physicalities of it, wonder what happened. That's crazy, though. Yeah, I did not know that. Good for him. Wow.
And our last Leo, did we know fact, is Leo once bought a private island in Belize to help protect it from development and preserve its natural ecosystem, blending his love for luxury with serious environmental activism. Did we know?
No. And just to make it funny,
I said private plane.
He said private plane. I'm like, no, like you got to think bigger, man. This is Leonardo DiCaprio. No, I did not know that. I mean, that's amazing. I wonder if it's the private island from Harvest Key. I'm kidding, but
I don't even know what you're talking about.
We went on a cruise once ages ago.
Me and you?
Yeah, we went with a couple friends of ours, and it was a private island attached to the cruise line, but it was in Belize, so it just made me laugh.
Right. Anyway, guys. One thing I wanted to mention was a couple other movies that we really liked that Leo did. Just right off rip, like Shutter Island, I think is underrated. Absolutely, I think it's one of the best movies Leo's has ever done.
I like it. Yeah,
really
great
good
movie.
More modern one was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Not my favorite, but a decent Quentin Tarantino film. I'm trying to think. You got any other ones off the top?
No, I didn't even have any. I didn't know we were doing this part, so I wasn't prepared.
Holy
okay,
fuck.
There's
great
3 more that we thought of right away. There's way more, but I'm gonna add in Catch Me If You Can. I think it's a brilliant movie. What were you gonna add?
The Departed. Hello, I think that's one of the best cop movies ever made.
Yep, and then also The Great Gatsby and
Django Unchained,
which is one of my all-time favorite movies.
And then if you haven't seen it, like Blood Diamond is also there. I saw this when I was younger. The Man in the Iron Mask.
He did J. Edgar as well, where he's J. Edgar Hoover. That's an excellent movie.
The Aviator he's done.
And like one of his most newest ones as well from a couple years back was Killers of the Flower Moon. We never saw that, but I know that the main actress won an Oscar for it. And I've heard that it's very, very well done. But interestingly enough, the 3 movies we mentioned in the top 3, we looked up on Google, just a quick search of his movies. 3 of those 6 in a row are the movies we mentioned, and then 1 we just saw, one battle after another. Titanic we mentioned, and Shutter Island we mentioned.
I mean, guys, he's obviously very well known for the types of movies he's done. He's really good at the movies he's done. I will say, like, just looking at the list that's on Google, he's a part of such iconic movies.
And he is also a United Nations Messenger of Peace, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right,
that's a good way to finish it off.
Anyway, guys, we kind of set it off the rip.
Okay, yeah. And like Ricky said at the beginning, essentially follow us on all the socials. Watch us on the podcast, listen on the podcast, full-length, short-form content. You name it, we got it. And we just thank you so much for listening and following along. And we will be back next week with some more fun movies. And we will also be kicking off talking about Halloween movies.
Dun, dun, dun.
So stay tuned for that. And until next time,
we'll see you at the movies.
Bye.
Bye.